Broadcasting from the #1 happiest, healthiest city, I'd like to give a warm welcome to my viewers in 168 countries. Welcome to FT Alphaville, Lionel Barber at FT. 17 million plus people, including a lot of women entrepreneurs, voted for Brexit. So Her Majesty is very interested in what we think. And thanks for watching. Welcome to my new show, Sandra Rupp's Predictions of the Week. We also want to invite the CNBC viewers to come on board internationally. We're not going to go with a soft Brexit. We're not going to allow a fake Brexit. We're only going to allow a real Brexit. And right now we see a scenario where it's Parliament versus the people. But the people who voted for Brexit are the ones that count, and Her Majesty knows that. Her Majesty has a lot of wisdom. As much as Theresa May tried to get a deal through that would please both the Remainers and the Brexiteers, that was really probably never going to happen. And when I saw her checkers deal, for all the global CEOs and leaders who are trying to tell the millennials that, oh, we can just do it over, well, that's not how democracy works. So believe me, I studied American history, British history, world history. It will be the Queen of England who leaves her final mark as making sure that the vote of the Brexiteers is honored. Promises made, promises kept. This was what David Cameron promised would be the final decision on Brexit. And so we must have a real Brexit. And based on what the people want, they want a no-deal Brexit. The voters, the people that voted, the people that actually came to the voting booth. That is a Brexit, as Piers Morgan has pointed out. Piers, despite voting Remain, realizes that for democracy to thrive and survive, you have to honor the will of the people that come out to vote. There were a couple of strange things that happened in the last couple of weeks, which I want to mention. Number one is there was this petition that came out calling for a second referendum. As Forbes pointed out, anyone in the entire world could sign this petition, and there was no way to confirm that you were actually a UK citizen. So given the motivation of all these people in Europe to keep Great Britain in the EU, we can imagine a scenario whereby a lot of people had different IP addresses than what they said. And I'm actually related to Her Majesty, the Queen of England. We are with you all today. I think the important thing for women to know is that Brexit will be the best thing that happened to women, especially entrepreneurs, because we've seen the global CEOs, predominantly male billionaires and millionaires, paying themselves $1 gazillion and not allowing inclusive economic growth to happen in their own countries. And so while they've covered it up by saving people in Africa, they're trying to make all the women into STEM majors and laborers, and that's just not going to fly because women have much more feminine aspirations. Went to the #1 business school in the world at the time, Northwestern Kellogg School, studied international business and art at Oxford. So I've got some credentials here, gentlemen. Beyond my many, many years of experience, 18 years in New York in global executive search, and also I have an incredible love for Britain. I actually wrote my honors thesis in history on the British Empire and actually the constitutional crisis of 1910 to 1911. They introduced a Parliament Act in 1911. It was the days of Asquith and Lloyd George and the House of Lords losing their veto power on finance bills. So a lot changed, and King George, as I recall, came in and had to help make the changes. So now we're seeing a very similar time in history, actually, where Queen Elizabeth will now have to come in, and I think it's wonderful that this is happening near the end of her reign because she's such an amazing woman. And this will become really her final legacy, is to come in and save Britain and make sure that real Brexit, that no-deal Brexit goes through. And I do believe that's where we're heading, because I'm excited because it will then create inclusive economic growth beyond the billionaires and millionaires getting richer, because there are CEOs at Davos paying themselves $10 million a year plus and not paying women leaders for our wisdom, advice, and our time. Only 1% more women were invited this year, which was a huge mystery to me because there are so many amazing women who should be invited, including yours truly. But what we are seeing is the rich getting richer, incredibly out-of-touch men. And they're trying to steal the Brexit from the voters. So this isn't going to fly, gentlemen. Glamour magazine tried to come out with this article written by the mayor of London, a man, Sadiq Khan, saying that a no-deal Brexit or a hard Brexit was bad for women. I disagree, Sadiq, and I am a world's top business thinker. There's been fear-mongering on Trump and Brexit and no-deal Brexit, but everything's been fine, actually, and the economy is kind of improving. So, and some of you Davos CEOs know who you are, so stay tuned on that one. In the meantime, Lionel, I would like to get paid by the Financial Times to do videos. After all, who else has predicted as many things as I have? Brexit, Trump, no-deal Brexit. Got women into Augusta. What else will it take, gentlemen? I'm with you. My heart is with you, but we have to work together to create a bright future. Played in the big leagues, managing director. Only female managing director at my last firm, actually. So I know how to handle Davos men. Yeah. This shirt was actually made by Happiness Begins with Self-Esteem. So there will be no long extension of Brexit. You've had 3 years. There will be no do-overs on democracy. It will be a real Brexit, which is the no-deal Brexit. One of my ancestors was the Reverend William Brewster, who came over on the Mayflower. He was the Reverend, the only college-educated person on the Mayflower. Esther, wishing you luck. Esther McVeigh, wishing you luck. I wish I could run with you. Okay, there's one last thing that I want to mention to everyone, because I lost the most amazing man in my life, my father, James Rupp. He was a broadcasting industry pioneer and CEO. And while he retired in 1992, Dad was on the board of King World, which distributed the Oprah Winfrey Show. He was chairman, I believe, of the American Women in Radio and Television. He was an advocate for women in the media. And one of the things that I promised my father was I would continue his amazing legacy of objectivity in media. And so I am here for you, CEOs of media companies. I am here for you, editors of newspapers and global media. I am here for you to do videos with my predictions of what is really going on in the hearts and minds of the people. The women deserve better news. The women deserve better men in leadership. The women deserve to be right there on Executive Row and at Davos and Ken Lyons and Bilderberg and Augusta. If you would like executive coaching, career advisory, leadership advisory, with me, I do it by phone, video call, as well as videos. So please contact me on LinkedIn. You can also subscribe on YouTube and Twitter and WordPress, and you can donate to me at patreon.com. I'm Sandra Rupp. Thanks so much for watching.